Hello everybody. Sorry this walkthrough is a little late. I meant to do it yesterday, but I'm signed in as my daughter and I want to show you a couple things on our Google Classroom. So we're signing in our classroom and I'm going to go over here. Here is our stream, like there's us. I added a link here to the AR test and STAR tests because we were having some trouble with the link through Clever. Miss Heffernan does think she fixed it, but it is here in our stream. If you ever need to get to our specials too, it's right here. So there is a link here to get to the specials if you end up getting kicked out of our meet and the kids need to get back into our specials at the end of the day, the link is right there for you. Let's go in here to classwork. Of course, here is our day, right? Our week. We've got reading, small groups. And I know, so for Chelsea anyway, anything that's an assignment actually shows up in orange. So those are the ones that you're going to work on. And if you'll notice, I keep the assignment. So if you want to go back and work on assignment, it's just under the week. So for like last week, these are all of the things that were assignments for last week that they can work on if they didn't have a chance to. And again, so here's the previous week, all the way back to, well, actually some of these are not orange because I actually had her go in and do the work, but all the way back to the first week of school. So going back up here. In reading, we are actually working on a book about, we're still doing Hispanic Heritage Month, so we're looking at a book with some Hispanic or Latin American countries, and that's been a lot of fun. So I actually have added some extra stuff. The link to Clever is here because, of course, I asked them to log on and do about 10 minutes of Smarty Ants, but I also added just kind of like a fun brain break. So if they wanted to do a brain break through the computer, they could click on this. And then each of these little records has a different little type of a brain break in them. So anyway, here's our book, and they can view that if they would like to. I have two different libraries in here this time as well. So this is just a fairy tale library with some different books that they can click on and listen to just for fun. And then this one here is actually goes along with our Hispanic Heritage Month, and these are bilingual English and Spanish books. So there's just a few of them, but I thought that would be kind of fun as well for them to listen to. So some of the worksheets in here, we've gone over this one, which is sequencing. We read the story, and then we actually talked about putting them in the order of events. So there's just a little story called Kate's Breakfast, and then these you could click and drag, like what happened first, second, third, fourth, and then what happened last. And we did go over this whole thing as a class. So they should be able to do this one on their own. This one we're going to go over here this week. This is actually high frequency sight words, and then you're going to pick from our words up here. We're going to read the sentences and then figure out which word sounds the best to complete our sentences. But we will go over that as well. And then this one we will also work on as a class after we are done with our book. What country would you like to visit and why? And I've already started it. I would like to visit, and then we'll finish working on this as a class. There is a ReadWorks article called Hit the Piñata that they can go to, and it reads the story out loud to them, and then there are just a couple of questions that they can answer. Writing. I've got two different writing works. I just added this today, and I'm so excited about it. I want to show that to you. What we're working on together as a class is favorite food creative writing. So creative writing food, and we've been working on these together, and they can go in and just finish the sentences. My favorite food is, and then because, so they can click in those boxes and fill this out. And when we have this filled out, they'll have an opportunity to kind of put some of their sentences together. I'm so excited for this, although I don't know if this computer will do it. My school laptop does. I am on my home computer, but they've been assigned just as writing prompt in Google Docs, and I don't think that my home computer will do it. But I went over this with them, and it's just my favorite food, and then we'd want them to actually probably, I'd go down here even, and then start typing here in the kids' computer up here where it says tools. Mine doesn't have it. In their tools, they are going to have a little microphone that says text to speak. And when you click on it, a little microphone comes up in this corner. You click on the microphone and then they can speak their sentence and it will type it for them. So we went over it today. I will go over it again with them tomorrow. And I'm so sorry I'm on my desktop computer and it's not as cool as our computers from school. But I will go over it again with the kids. I actually already had, I think, someone turn it in. So then recess and lunch. And of course, there's a couple different like options there for recess if they don't want to just go play. Math. We've got math small groups, independent work. We go over each of the worksheets. So I have Clever login for iReady Math, which they do need to work on every day. Here is a brain break video if they wanted to. I've got the math flashcards, math games, the place value song. I think it's kind of fun. We listened to it today. And then this Count by 5 song everyone seems to like because it's Nichols. And then there's pretty much just one worksheet to work on each day, and we do go over it that day with them so that they can go, it'll be fresh in their mind. We do several problems together, and then they can go and finish it their own. And again, if you aren't sure, when you're done with all of your worksheets, you go here to where it says View Assignment. And then if you were done over here, your work was done, this is where you would actually click to turn it in. So I hope that kind of helps explain that a little bit. So anyway, back here in our math. Then science, social studies, there's a meet, and then we're working on this together. We watched, we read this about quinceañeras and designed our own cake. We've watched this video about quinceañera. We'll watch this other little video, and then we're kind of doing a little bit of a virtual field trip into some Latin American countries. So that's what we're working on this week. Here's something I added, Wellness Wednesdays, and I think I'll probably move this back up to the top. Oh, it's not going to let me move it, is it? Will you let me move it? No, it's not going to let me move it. Oh, it's because I'm in Chelsea's account. Wellness Wednesdays, you're going to click on this. The kids are going to click on this. We talked about it last week, it was the first week you did it. And then you have this kind of check-in. So they look for their name here, and they can find their name. So they find their name, and then when they've done that, they click on one of these emojis. It's just a kind of a quick check-in to see how they're feeling. It's kind of fun. The emojis are cute, and then I can kind of see how they're feeling. So that is our Wellness Wednesdays, and I will move that up to the top so that it's at the top for them tomorrow to have them click in on it. But that's it, my friends. Thank you so much for all that you guys are doing at home. I know that this is such a challenging time. I am so proud of all of our kiddos in class. I think they're doing a great job. And I think some of the craziness, we still have a few kind of deadlines coming up, but with the craziness kind of relaxing, we can get into our routines of small groups and like start checking our sight words and fluency and all of those things. I'm looking forward to meeting with you guys next week for our parent-teacher conferences. And as always, please don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns. Thanks, guys. Bye.